his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's a...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play there just before halftime.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, D. Here I come. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. To Connor on the check down. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Daniels, 75 yards. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the 50, Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Stafford on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Buying time to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Higbee complete right side. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on him man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's a run by Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Daniels on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake. Murray being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's countered. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.